Cześć kochani! Witam serdecznie w dzisiejszym odcinku. Dzisiaj udamy się do The Chasm. Tak konkretnie będziemy robić Archon Questa Requiem of the Echoing Depths in the Depths Unexpected Reunion. Ja nieświadomie tego questika rozpoczęłam rozmawiając z Katrin w Liłę. Może niecała minuta tutaj materiału nam brakuje, ale w skrócie zleciła ona nam to zadanko, także nie przedłużam, zaczynamy. Jak również widzicie, wylosowałam Kokomi. Jeśli nie oglądaliście tego openingu, no to serdecznie, ale to serdecznie zapraszam. Link zostawiam oczywiście na dole w opisie. No i cóż kochani, jak widzicie, teraz pojawiło nam się tutaj przejście. Zobaczymy, czy nas przepuszczą. Okej, mamy dialog, więc... Halt! The chasm is sealed off. If you're an outsider, please. Oh, it's you. Ach no! Run! You know me? Sorry for scaring you. Of course I remember you. How could I forget the person who saved my life? Nie wiem, czy pamiętacie, ale faktem, faktycznie go kiedyś uratowaliśmy, chyba przy okazji questów w Liłę, ale nie jestem pewna. Mogę się tutaj mylić. No i cóż, kontynuujemy. I was only recently transferred here myself. Didn't think I'd met you here. Guess I'm a lucky guy, eh? We saved you? Did we do that? Oh, come on! I was at the Dame Chamber when we fought the sea monster together. Okej, to było podczas walki z... Mój błąd, pokićkałam. Gdzie on jest? I was lightly injured and only returned to my post recently. You might not remember me, but I'll never forget you. All our commanders who fought that day witnesses that you did for Liwa. Could you tell me a bit of the chasm? 2 years ago, an unknown incident occurred depth within the caverns, and the Chasm gave the order to close the place. The miners were largely evacuated to safety. It's just a shame that such a huge mine tastes production just like that. The workers took their compensation and went their separate ways. Once such a gathering of people is disappeared, I fear it might be difficult to get them back together again. Sorry, got a bit off topic there. I believe that you must be here on important business, so I won't bother you any further. If you have any questions, just ask me directly. He should be at the campsite at the mine entrance. Also, it's not that I don't trust you or anything, but it's my job to remind you not to do anything that breaks the law. Don't worry, you can trust on us. Come on! Coś dzisiaj mi nie idzie do końca głos Paimon. Będę myślała nad nim poćwiczyć. No i cóż, zobaczmy, jak to wszystko tu pięknie wygląda. Okej, taki powiedziałabym, że o dziwo jesienny vibe, a idzie wiosna. No ale w sumie teoretycznie spodziewałam się z live'ów, tak, które nam tutaj pokazywały z Genshina, jak to będzie wyglądać. Więc ja się nie mogę doczekać w sumie, jak zejdziemy właśnie pod ziemię, bo uważam, że tam może być cudnie i pięknie. Oczywiście odblokujemy sobie teleport, co nam da również Primo Jama. Jak wiecie, coś, co bardzo każdy gracz Genshina lubi. No i jak widzicie, mamy nowe questy, nawet world questy do zaakceptowania, no ale na razie idziemy main questem, także zobaczmy, co nam tutaj ma do powiedzenia.
Hi there! You must be YumiYT, right? We've been sent Ah, great. Good to meet you. Yes, I was the one who posted that commission. Wait a second. You look kind of familiar. Are you a famous adventurer or something?
It's complicated.
Oh, alright then. I'll start by introducing myself. I'm YumiYT, a miner, and I received a mining permit for the Chasm just recently. I have a handful of other guys in my crew.
Seriously? They actually give permits out for the chasm?
Yes, the folks over at Yujing Terrace finally came to their senses and are now allowing a limited amount of ore mining near the surface. We were among the first to gain approval, but some things have happened recently that put all the miners on edge.
Really? What happened? We haven't heard anything.
So, it's hard to say exactly how big of an issue it is. Could be something, could be nothing. The main thing is that it's just very strange. While one of the miners was on a break, he suddenly noticed a few hilly trolls walking his way. They seemed like they were in a daze or something. They walked right by him without giving him a single glance. They just made a beeline for the depths of the chasm. After that, the miner started observing his surroundings more closely and noticed the same thing happening time and time again.
Are the hilly trolls just curious? Maybe they just want to take a peek inside.
Not likely. The strange part is that in all the time this miner's been watching the hilly trolls, he's never seen any of them come back out. It seems to be a one-way trip. Once the hilly trolls go in, they never emerge again. And it seems to be happening more and more frequently as of late. What are these hilly trolls up to? What happens to them after they go inside? Is there a disaster brewing? These are the kinds of thoughts going through the guys' heads now. Everyone's driving themselves crazy worrying about it.
Paimon's not surprised. Paimon feels spooked just hearing about it.
Strange is definitely the right word.
Exactly. The deepest fear is the fear of the unknown, you know? So we have to get to the bottom of it before everyone can put their minds at rest.
Do we really want to take this commission? Thanks, Mr. Miner, sir. We need to consider it first.
We'll take it.
Hey, you can at least pretend to consider Paimon's opinion first.
I'm inclined to think the Abbey's order is involved.
Oh, so that's where you're coming from. Well, okay then. Maybe we will find some clues about your twin. You'll really regret it if you don't go, huh?
So, what's your verdict? Will you take the commission? No pressure, but I gotta say, I'm not loving the prospect of my mining permit going to waste.
Yep, we'll take it. We're kinda curious ourselves now, too.
Great. You're doing me an enormous service here. Now, let me give you the rough location that the hilly trolls keep heading to.
Biedne hilczury zawsze wszystko jest ich winą, no ale z drugiej strony, kochani, no nie ukrywajmy, że w pewnym sensie, no kojarzy się to bardzo podejrzanie, to raz. A dwa, kto wie, może to jest jakiegoś rodzaju teleporter, gdzie zbiera się wręcz armia. Kto wie, kto wie. Nie bardzo wiem, gdzie powinnam się teraz udać. Pokazuję do kopalni, jakbym miała się udać, ale gdzie jest ta kopalnia, nie jest to zaznaczone nam niestety. Okej, kochani, wychodzi na to, że mój błąd. Szukałam, kręciłam się, aż stwierdziłam, że sprawdzę, co się dzieje z nawigacją i w momencie, gdy zobaczcie, włączę sobie Navigate, pokazuje mi Complete i pokazuje mi questa, który trzeba ukończyć, żeby wziąć w tym udział, więc przypatrzmy się temu nazwie i trzeba zrobić, na to wychodzi, że tego questa. 7 Star Seal, coś tam. Dobra, szukamy tego 7 Star Seal. Okej, to będzie to. Więc fajnie, bo kłaścik 50 primo nam daje, aczkolwiek to tak trochę sprawia, że wiecie, latamy po questach, więc wychodzi na to, że robiąc właśnie tego Archon Questa, Requiem of the Echoing Depths, musimy również skoczyć do World Questa, więc takie info dla tych, którzy również razem ze mną w tym momencie robią i nie do końca wiedzą, tak, jak sobie tutaj poradzić, co zrobić. No i cóż, wychodzi na to, że musimy z Mooning porozmawiać, więc oczywiście będziemy rozmawiać.
The greatest of meat, the greatest of vegetables, various amounts of firewood, and camping equipment to be even the Middle-Earth outpost. 3 crates of various ores to be sent to the Hall warehouse in exchange for spare parts for tools in various amounts. Alright, sorry for making you wait. What do you need? Oh, it's you!
Since we were all that familiar with you?
I mean, you are the heroes who saved the leeway. Your deeds are remembered by us all. Since you healed the Chasm, you must be here on some important business, in which case I'm sure you must have a permit for Lady King, right?
We don't?
Really? I mean, sorry to trouble you, since you must be very familiar with Lady Ningguang. A permit for her might hold still be more weight. Could I see it, please?
We don't have it either.
Well, the Lord Tansha is reclusive yet approachable, and also has great vision of the God of the people at heart. Surely he was the one who gave you permission to enter the Chasm, then?
Maybe?
In that case, would you mind letting me see your papers? Huh, I guess you don't have that either. Well, Mr. Kanye works at the Yuding Terrace supporting the Chasing directly, so I'm sure her opinion would be in lockstep with theirs. You at least have her permission, don't you?
Actually, you know what? We could have just asked you to sign off on this.
I can go look for her right now.
So, you've come at a bad time. This is really not the season to be visiting the Chasm. The Ministry of the Civil Affairs is still working on eliminating a great safety hazard within, so this is still very much a danger zone. If you have been commissioned by some merchant to urge us to open the mine faster, then I suggest you read the report I submitted to Shenglu Hall carefully.
What's this person talking about exactly?
Could you tell me more about the Chasm?
Right, so about the Chasm. If you don't intend to leave just yet, you're free to explore the area a bit, but please do keep your actions within the remit of religious law and statutes. I should mention through that it's a place that...
Czy ja powiedziałam true, a nie thou?
Mniejsza. I should mention though that there is a place that I highly recommend you avoid. For example, the great mine in the center of the Chasm has had a 7-star array cast over it. By which I mean exactly what I say. It's a seal placed over the area by the ginseng.
Well, that's quite a clear explanation.
As for the weak, I mean focal point of the array, it lies in the bedrock keys surrounding the area. These were placed by the Chisings themselves. Connected in series, they affix the energy flowing throughout the array. The area around the bedrock keys have seen an abnormal amount of geo-elemental coalescences,
it's almost as if the thing beneath yearns to finally emerge. Never mind me, I was just talking to myself, so yes, that's how the things are. Please, do not, and I repeat, do not go near the 7-star array, and don't even think about going down there to explore. The bedrock keys are definitely not losing structural integrity, and the surrounding areas are most certainly not plagued by any stage Gale Elemental's conversions, so please, don't you think of doing anything at all. But, I know that you're going to ask. There are most certainly no precious treasures down there, nor are there any prehistoric fossils to be had, and banish any thoughts you have about the unanswered ruins. Yes, please do not bear any fruitless expectations toward this place.
The way you're saying all this is super suspicious.
Not even mushrooms will grow down there, nor are there wish-granting stones, and there are definitely not sailors who grow strong just by eating mushrooms. Again, do not get your hopes up.
Yeah, sure. There is no need to be so friends.
Got it then. Come, Paimon, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Wait, I haven't finished. I suggest that you speak to the Jak się go wymawia? Nie mam zielonego pojęcia. Zichajciąg, okej. Co ciekawe, tłumaczy się cześć biedny. Więc, nie zwróciłam uwagi, że wam zasłaniam, więc się, nie wiem, przesunę w ten sposób. Dobra, wracamy. I suggest that you go speak to Zhanghong first. She is an adventurer hired by the ministry and was once a miner here. She knows the Chasm geography like the back of her hand. Also, let me write you a certification real quick. When she sees it, she'll know that you'll be trustworthy. That said, I must warn you that Zhanghong is definitely not the sort of person who has trouble standing still and definitely has no thoughts of undoing the array and having a loot underground. So there's no way that she would ever put a team of idle adventurers together to brazenly enter hazardous areas. As such, you can forget about asking her to help you enter the Chasm mines. Yeah, I got it. As long as you understand, we're good, in which case I won't take up any more of your time. Takie, gościu cały czas gada o rzeczach, które wiecie, tak jakby są zabronione, a jednocześnie jakby, co jest śmieszne, mówi o wszystkim, co już jakby miało miejsce lub było próbowane i nie wyszło. Takie mam wrażenie. Dajcie mi znać, czy wy odczuliście podobnie, czy zupełnie inaczej. Z tego co widzę, mamy tutaj dość prostą książkę, znaczy nie książkę, co ja gadam, skrzynkę do zrobienia, więc może na razie, Ganiu, zamienimy na Chongyunga, żeby łatwiej było rozwalać takie rzeczy. I właśnie pozanosimy, zrobimy przy okazji skrzyneczkę, no bo czemu by nie. Więc jeszcze mamy tutaj jeden fragment. No i lecimy do kolejnego z tą gwiazdeczką. I jak widzicie, książę, znaczy, co ja mam z książeczką dzisiaj? skrzyneczka zrobiona. No i lecimy, kochani, dalej tutaj porozmawiać w takim razie i zobaczmy, co ciekawego się dowiemy. Oh, it's you! Hello there! Maining was the one who introduced me. This is his... Yes, forget that sheet of paper. I already know who you are, just fine. That morning, all he does is put on airs and write papers. Everything's gotta follow this or that procedure and all that tribe, stuff that makes you look important. I couldn't care less for that stuff. In any case, your name is already well known throughout the Adventurers Guild. Never mind any of your other contributes to the UN. I'm that famous? Of course, many new recruits at the guild have heard of your exploits on dragon spies from Iris. That includes me, Piercing the fated blizzard to open a path, discovering an ancient, forgotten kingdom beneath the ice and frost, reaching the perilous summit, confronting the great change that came over that place with a mortal form. The things you've experienced, the obstacles you've overcome, the truths you've uncovered, they can be summed up in one word. Adventure! True adventure! Precisely.
Wow, this is actually quite a shock to Paimon. Are we really that awesome?
And this isn't even mentioned the great battle you had with the sea monster on the Jade Chamber now. I wasn't there to witness it, mind you, but I haven't missed a single telling of that story.
Huh? So there are stories about us too?
Of course, they are very popular in the city, If you ask me, I said that the Tea Master, Lisho, and Iron Tongue Thyron are both good in their own way, but I just prefer Iron. Oh, don't worry, I get it. Iron Tongue Thyron's style is definitely not for everyone. I do sometimes find his choice of words and phrases feature too much slang, but as for Lisho, he takes a while to get going, Sometimes you're there for 2 hours before you start going, oh hey, this is pretty good. Some people like that style, but I find it uninteresting. And if you mean to say that this is just a story I won't get stale, let me just say this. If this were food or drink we were talking about, I would surely go bad if we wrapped it up and covered it for half a day without opening it up. Oh, are you alright? Something wrong with your throat?
No, it's probably just a case of too much information.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a bit too excited there and didn't really consider if you were interested in what I was saying. Still, since you're here, Yumi, are you here at the Chasing's behest? Did Morning end up revealing some other information to you? Like... Don't touch their bedrock keys. There's nothing under the chasm. Things I won't help you. Stuff like repeat it over and over. Morning did indeed tell all that.
Well, he didn't scare us.
Indeed, he wasn't going that all. Eh? So, what did he intended to say? Well, Manning is in the end a specialist hired by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Even if he wanted to ask for help, there's a lot of that he's not allowed to reveal in public. Miałam rację, czyli on koniec końców chce, żebyśmy porobili dosłownie to wszystko, na to wychodzi. Więc tak, lecimy dalej. So he can only warn us and thus impart the means of getting into the chasm to you in a roundabout way. In essence, when he says you shouldn't, he really means that you can.
What a weird guy!
In any case, you also mentioned that he wrote you a certification and told you to come find me. And that note, which you're now carrying, means that you have the authorization to travel throughout the chasm without any obstructions. Of course, barring any personal intervention by the Chasm. And the fact that you suggested that you find me means that I should tell you the way into the depths of the chasm. Oj, coś kliknęłam, nie przeczytałam nawet. Well, for what it's worth, I apologize for all the covering up that we're doing, but trust me, we have a very good reasons for doing so. While the thing that they dug up under the chasm is truly abnormal, our investigations cannot be done without too much pomp and ceremony. Lest the people be alarmed, that is the Chasm's standing order. As such, we can only function under the cover of a no-entry order, secretly gathering explorers and scholars to enter the chasm and conduct investigations. This is all to, if necessary and where possible, state of the crisis that festers beneath the air. So all the people at the encampment were... That's right, they were all brought on a support staff. They're all pretty reliable. Oh, well, mostly. That you came here is also no coincidence. More than one big shot in the Chasm has already recommended that we enlist you aid, and honestly, we'll little reasons not to comply. In any case, it is also said that your aid is not necessarily difficult to enlist.
Doesn't that mean that we're tricked?
Well, payment time to leave.
That's right. Don't you treat us like a bunch of idiots?
Oh, please, wait. I was just passing on my superior's message. Those were her words, not mine. Just let me take you to those words back, alright?
Bye.
Come on, this is the things we're talking about. They won't shortchange you for your aid. I don't exactly need help putting up missing persons posters this time.
Then why don't you just ask for something else this time?
Well, if we could mitigate the safety hazards in the chasm, any underground treasures or valuables will be given to the one who discovers them. This is a special privilege given by the Sing Sing just to the two of you.
Really? No tricks now?
Well, in that case...
That's right! Treasure!
Alright. Can we safely say that you accepted this commission then? Alright, I'll do it for you, Paimon.
That's right!
Again, let me apologize for wasting your time and on all these other things. Let's get down to business, shall we? If we wish to enter the chasm, we first needed to find an adjuvant made from a material known as lumenstone. Only with it can we move in the dark down there. Only those with visions can use this adjuvant, but considering that you can use elemental energies without the vision, it's my guess that you should have no problem making use of adjuvant. So where do we find this thing? It's in a warehouse to the south. The warehouse is well guarded, so it should be pretty secure. Just come back once you've gotten a hold of the catalyst. W końcu, matko jedyna, jaka z niej gaduła! No myślałam, że już nigdy nie skończy. No dosłownie, ile można? I gada, i gada, i gada, i gada i my prawie nic nie zrobiliśmy, bo większość odcinka to jej gadanie, no. No po prostu nie wierzę, że aż taka z niej gaduła, no jak tak można? Dobra, słuchajcie, idziemy do tego magazynu. Jakoś nie widzę tutaj zbyt wielu osób. O, dobra, się zaczęli pojawiać.
From whence you came?
No dobrze. Bye bye. A, jeszcze ten dostał. Mój błąd. No dobrze. I jak widzicie, mamy ten Lumen Stone, który bardzo w sumie mi przypomina większość jednak tutaj, wiecie, wszystkich no, tych fragmentów. Powiedziałabym, że coś jak miks, jak one się nazywały. Czy to tutaj były kryształy, czy to było gdzie indziej, już nie pamiętam nawet. Coś jak miks, gdzie to jest? Nie tu? Wydawało mi się, że tu, może jednak tutaj. Coś jak miks właśnie tego Noctuluous Jade i gdzie jest ten chunk teraz? O, Crystal Chunk. Taki miks tych dwóch bym powiedziała. Nic wyjątkowo. Powiem szczerze, nie postarali się jakoś mega. Myślałam, że będzie coś bardziej wyjątkowego, jeśli chodzi o ten chunk. No. Ale trudno się mówi. I skoro go znaleźliśmy, no to wychodzi na to, że znowu wrócimy tutaj do naszej koleżanki, która pewnie znowu niestety nam się rozgada.
We're back, you big liar!
Me? What happened? No one was guarding the warehouse at all.
What did you mean it's well guarded?
Huh? That shouldn't be the case. When I was guarding the place, the treasure hoarders wouldn't even dare to come near.
Wait a moment! Who did you say was guarding the warehouse again?
Me? Well, are you guarding it right now? Well, come on now. Which adventurer in their right mind would let themselves get tired down with such a boring task, am I right? Right. Let's talk about well under the array instead, shall we? Right. Honestly, I'm not too sure about how the bedrock ski works, but you could start from looking into those cage-shaped geo-elemental formations over there. What is that? These strange formations have been puzzling the Ministry of Civil Affairs for some time now. They've seemed to have grown up for the bedrock of the chasm over the last 2 years, and their properties are very similar to those of the thing underground. We say this because they can undergo some kinds of disintegration when under the influence of the anomalies. Later, Houston Hall's investigations revealed that they've been absorbing geo-elemental energy from the surroundings, slowly eroding the structure of the bedrock skis. It's a most ominous phenomenon, almost like something is constructuously trying to break the ceiling array. We have to clear them out twice every month, but they will always grow back quickly, and they have only grown back quicker over time. Perhaps the thing below is growing restless, and that is why the Chasm has sent us to investigate. Okej, słuchajcie, skoro będziemy próbowali je zniszczyć, to myślę, że niszczyć je już będziemy w kolejnym odcinku. Dzisiejszy, no niestety ze względu na te wszystkie dialogi dość długo trwał, ale mam nadzieję, że przynajmniej dowiedzieliście się, jeśli macie właśnie problem z questem, że nie wiedzieliście, w którą stronę pójść, dlaczego nie możecie znaleźć wejścia, no to przynajmniej mam nadzieję, że teraz wiecie już, jaka jest kolejność wykonywania tych questów. Także z mojej strony na dzisiaj to tyle. Do zobaczenia wkrótce. Pa, pa!